Hi everyone, and welcome to K Money Quilting. My name is Regina Casimir. If you're interested in knowing why my channel is called K Money Quilting, then hop along to my third video where I explain it all. I need to attach it to my profile. That's what I need to do, but I'll get to it, I promise. Well, today is Monday is for Munchkins. That's right, Monday is for Munchkins. I have here a notebook that I bought from Pat Sloan, and I use this little notebook to keep track of baby quilts that I want to make and want to give away. I got that little tradition from my grandma. I remember her when she was already older and not being able to quite sew that well, that she was really adamant about making a bow tie quilt for one of her grandson's newest arrivals. And I thought that it would be neat if I took over that legacy. And so if I follow you on Facebook, then and I see a posting for a baby coming or baby born, I add you to my list and I get to work. I have a really big family. You are about to, your mind's gonna go. I come from my mother's side. I believe she had like 9 brothers and sisters. So all of my uncles and aunts had children, right? So those are my cousins. And then so they have had children, and now their children are having children. And then my dad's side of the family, there's like 6 of them, and they all had children, and so there's babies there too. So 9 and 6 on both sides. And then that's my family. Now the Casimir family, my husband, there are 6 siblings all together, and of course they all have children. And they're all, my nephews and nieces right now are all in the baby making stage. So you're gonna hear in the video to come all the children that my nephews and nieces have had. Also, if you have worked with me at school sometime or another, you are part of my family as well. So when I see you post something on Facebook, there I am, I'm getting it. So you'll see a lot of colleagues too have received baby blankets from me. So in this book, I didn't start keeping track right away. I think there's like 4 in the video, at the very beginning of the video, that didn't make this notebook because I didn't start keeping track right away. But altogether, there's about 27 in this notebook, plus the 4. So I don't know, I'm gonna say 30 quilts, 30 baby quilts already that I have made. And according to my book here, I've got 6 more to go, and some of the babies have already been born, so I need to get a move on it. So I hope you enjoy. Go get some popcorn, and I hope you enjoy Mondays for Munchkins. So this is the very first baby quilt I made. I happened to be watching Eleanor Burns, and I chose a trip around the world for my great niece. So her older brother needed a quilt, and I quickly threw some scraps together that I used on a previous quilt of my granddaughter's, and came up with this cute little blue fish quilt for him, and embroidered his name. And then I put this one together because I still had scraps left, and this one went to my youngest cousin's first baby. And then a dear friend of mine, one of my colleagues, had her first grandbaby, and I made a quilt for her using a Fat Quarter Shop free Fat Eighth pattern. I absolutely love when they send me pictures of the babies. So you know how I've said that I'm a thrifty quilter? Well, I found a sack of scraps at the Goodwill, and they were all matching scraps. So I put together 2 baby quilts for my nephew's 2 lovely daughters. With this quilt, it was my first attempt at free motion quilting. It was fun, but I was so nervous. This went to my nephew's baby boy. And here is one that I did some wavy lines. It went to another nephew's baby boy because they like to go boating. Here's another quilt that went to a different nephew, and I chose the theme of frogs because when he was younger with my daughter, they used to chase around little frogs. This quilt went to his son. This Winnie the Pooh themed quilt went to a nephew of one of my colleagues from school, Coach Davila. He's still a dear friend to me. Here I fussy cutted some sweet little deer, and it went to my cousin's granddaughter. This sweet little owl quilt went to my youngest cousin's new baby girl. I really enjoyed making this quilt, and I backed it with flannel. I got this pattern from Pat Sloan. I think she called it a flapjack. Anyhow, this little baby quilt went to my cousin's grandbaby. Here's another one of Pat Sloan's patterns. It's called Oh My Stars. I made this one, and I called it Dino Star, I think I did. And it went to another one of my cousin's grandchild. And there he is. That's the backing of the quilt. Isn't that cool? This one's called String Bean Tangerine. It came from a fat quarter bundle from Hobby Lobby, and I gave this one to my cousin's little girl. This pink pinwheel quilt was made from some vintage fabrics from my grandmother's stash, and it went to my cousin's beautiful grandbaby girl. I have a lot of cousins, and this one went to my cousin's brand new baby boy. Here he is with his new quilt. This cute little pink floral quilt went to another one of my colleagues. She had her first little baby girl. This quilt went to my nephew and his first little baby boy. There's my daughter holding the quilt for me. Isn't she beautiful? This quilt is called Starlets, and it went to one of my colleagues. He had his very first grandbaby, and it was a boy. Here's my first attempt at a snail trail block. I was really proud of this one. It was tough. And this quilt went to my cousin's grandbaby girl. And here she comes. Isn't she darling? This quilt is based on a bento box, and it went to my colleague Coach Davila and his second nephew. Here is Fat Quarter Shop's Mystery Christmas Quilt, and I gave it to my nephew's second baby boy because I think he was born in December, so I thought it was fitting. This heart quilt was given to a dear friend of mine who used to work at my school with me, and her daughter had her first baby, which was her first grandbaby. Another colleague of mine, Miss Holguin, had her first grandbaby as well, so she got this Lori Holt quilt. Here's a Fat Quarter Shop pattern. I sent this baby quilt all the way to California for my cousin's daughter's baby boy. I call this one Poppy and Posy. It's made from the scraps from my pressed flowers quilt. You know, the one that came out of the sew sampler boxes. I gave this quilt over to my colleague, had his first granddaughter. This Hello Birdie quilt went all the way to Dallas, Texas. I saw a post on my Facebook page from a distant cousin, and I knew that her little new baby girl would love it. Here's another one of Pat Sloan's patterns. She called it Toffee Bars, but I named it Bloom Bright right after the fabric name. I gave this quilt to one of my youngest cousin's second baby girl. I don't often buy panels, but I couldn't help myself with this one. Michael Miller's Cuddly Cat. I'm a sucker for cats. And then I backed it with some beautiful pink and white polka dotted fleece. Oh, it was so cuddly. And that one went over to my cousin Jean's baby girl. My cousin Vanessa's first grandbaby got this plaid baby quilt. I found this awesome cotton striped sheet at the thrift store, and I just had to pick it up, and I knew it would go well as a backing and part of the plaid. This lemon lime quilt went to my cousin Mikey's first granddaughter. The Dresden plate in the center was a giveaway prize that I won from Vintage Joe's channel. It came out perfect. This one is a Villa Rosa pattern called Candies. I did a sew-along with Leanna from the Pastry Queen Farm Adventures, and this quilt went to my dearest cousin, and now her little girl goes to my school. This little quilt went to my colleague's newest god baby. I loved how the yellow played well with the little pieces of yellow and the blue. And there she is. This darling panel quilt went to my best friend from college. She had her first grandbaby boy. And then they sent me a picture. They had his name embroidered. Didn't it come out so beautiful? This next quilt I called Car Courage. It was my first attempt in appliquing letters. I was very proud of it. It came out great. And this one went to my cousin Nick's baby boy. And this last one, I went all the way to Houston to the International Quilt Festival and found these darling owls for people in the family, and it actually made it on time for the baby shower. Well, what did you think? There was a bunch, wasn't there? If you are interested in any of those patterns, I said some of them, or fabric, just write me a comment and I'll look at my book, because in my book more than likely I have kept track of where I got the pattern from and where the fabric came from, and I'll reply to your questions. So I think this is going to be from now on, not every Monday, right, because I gotta make the quilt. I have one that's in the works right now, so there might be one. Monday is for Munchkins, and next Monday, but then after that, probably every other Monday, I'll have a baby quilt to show you all. All right, I hope you enjoyed, and thank you so much, and we'll see you on the next one.